A very good evening to my professor. I'm Miss Y here. Today I'm going to pitch about my research proposal, which titled on leveraging digital literacy among language teachers through professional. For the introduction, with the shift towards the digital learning, the language teachers face distinctive challenges in adapting technology. This issue became particularly visible during the COVID-19 pandemic, which exposing a gap in preparedness and pedagogy. In problem statement, despite the national efforts like the MPRED framework, current professional development lacks a specificity for language educators. The generic ICT training doesn't cater to the importance of the pedagogical needs of multi-language classroom in Malaysia, such as they have teaching like BM, Bahasa Malaysia, English, Chinese, Tamil. So there is a clear disconnection between the digital policy objectives and practical classroom executions. In my research, I found some gaps which lacks data specifically to the Malaysian language teachers' digital readiness and experiences. The professional development initiatives rarely reflect the linguistic diversity or the infrastructural disparities between the urban and rural schools in Malaysia. Moreover, the digital tools introduced often doesn't match our classroom reality. In research objectives, my study aims to evaluate the digital literacy levels of the language teachers, identify their challenges in integrating digital tools, and also number three, assess the effectiveness of current professional development programs from a language-specific perspective. So here my hypothesis will be that language teaching digital literacy can be significantly enhanced through targeted and pedagogy-focused digital professional development, drawing from the TAM model, and I expect the PU perceived usefulness and the ease of use are the major predictors of the tech adoption in teaching. So here I have literature reviews which covers in the three main areas, which is the definition and scope of digital literacy in education. Number two is effective professional development models globally and locally, and the application of the technology acceptance model in language education. For the methodology phase 1, I used the mixed method study under the parametric paradigm. I will conduct a systematic literature review using the Prisma framework. This will help extract themes and best practices for the professional development models specific to the digital literacy instructions. For the phase 2, I deploy a quantitative survey among Malaysian primary school language teachers. The survey will assess their perception using TAM constructs, the PU and the PEOU. The data will be analyzed through the distributed statistics and thematic analysis. So for the sampling and instruments, a purposive sample of 30 teachers from Bahasa Malaysia, English and Tamil teaching backgrounds will be chosen, and showing rural and urban representations. The survey will be delivered via Google Forms, and its reliability will be checked using the Cronbach Alpha. Last but not least, my significance of study here is this research will hold a strong theoretical, empirical, and practical value. It proposes a context-sensitive professional development model tailored for the language teachers. The findings will aid the policy makers, teachers, educators, and institutions in designing more effective professional development that bridges the gap between the digital policy and actual pedagogical practices, which our Prime Minister currently focusing on. Thank you.